I got myself a piece of banana bread to use as a prop in my last video for the thumbnail where I was talking about cooking, and I got a piece of banana bread to take a photo with the thumbnail, but now I'm just eating it. Even though this was my second piece today, it's just really good. It's vegan. It's turned out so well. It's so moist. Oh, it's delicious. So if you follow me on Instagram, you will know I'm always complaining about plastic pollution and plastic packaging and why it's awful for the planet. And while all of those things are true, today I want to talk about it in a positive light, and I want to share with you some of the brands that I found over the last year that are doing awesome things. So when I first started my journey towards becoming plastic free, I was in my first year of university. And at that time I was living in catered halls. So food wasn't really an issue because I had catering, and so I wasn't really buying much food. So I decided mainly to start in the bathroom. That was like the area of my life where I was like, I want to get the plastic out of here. And so slowly, as I started running out of all of my toiletries, I started replacing them with plastic free alternatives. And now that I'm in my second year, going on to my third year of university, I do have to buy myself food. But food I've actually found to be not too difficult, and I feel like everyone knows what they're doing. But it's the toiletries where there've just been some obscure items where I'm like, how the hell do I get this? Because I need this. Everyone uses this, like face cream. Face cream, bloody difficult to get without plastic. And we use face cream every single day. At least a lot of people do, I do. And I couldn't find one for ages and ages and ages. And I searched high and low, but I finally found one. So I'm going to share this with you in the hope that maybe if you're stuck on some of these items that I found difficult to find alternatives for, that this video will help you and finally give you an answer to how you can buy that item without plastic. Okay, where should we start? Let's start with soap as a really obvious thing. I really struggled to find a soap that was plastic free, which is wild because one of the first things you hear about when you want to start going plastic free is that you should stop using body wash, because that's a whole scam and I don't know why they invented it, when you can just use soap. And soap is like a solid thing and therefore doesn't need to be packaged. But apparently trying to buy soap that doesn't come wrapped in plastic these days is nigh on impossible. And at first the only place I could find that did that was Lush. But Lush soap is actually kind of expensive. It's not that bad, but anyway, long story short, I eventually found this in my local, like a Whole Foods shop. It's called Better Foods. I found entirely packaging free soap. And I was like, this is wonderful. I don't know anywhere else, maybe other than Lush, if you take your own container, where you can get entirely packaging free soap. And these are 3 for £5, which is still kind of expensive. Like, soap should be cheaper than that. You can go and buy soap in Tesco's for much cheaper than that, but it comes wrapped in plastic. But I can afford this. I can afford 3 of these for £5, and they do last me ages. Each bar of soap lasts me like, I want to say like a month or so, maybe longer. Like, they seem to last ages. So I buy these from there. I get them completely packaging free, and they're 3 for £5. They're by a brand called Faith in Nature. You can't always get these packaging free, but I believe you can order these from their website and they will probably just come in cardboard. So yeah, Faith in Nature soap has come to my rescue, and it smells great, does the job, lasts ages, lathers nicely. What more do you need to know? While we're talking about Faith in Nature, let's also talk about my shampoo and conditioner that I use. So from the same shop, I can refill these bottles of shampoo and conditioner. So while these are plastic, yes, I take these containers and I refill them, and I've refilled them like 5 or 6 times now. So think about all that plastic that I've saved. I just keep refilling these ones. These bottles are awesome because they're a good size. They're not too big. They're 250ml each. They were originally imperial leather, like they're really fun. This one was a Mermazing and this one was a Love Hearts body wash. Imperial leather do some really fun body washes, but plastic is bad. But anyway, these containers are really good because they're see-through, and that makes it really easy to refill your container. Yeah, please don't go out and buy special bottles, just use whichever bottles you have, but if you are thinking about it, having clear ones is really helpful. And so I peeled off the front label and I just stuck on these little sticky labels that say shampoo and conditioner, and then I've just stuck some sellotape over it to keep it nice and waterproof. But what I would recommend is I have left the back labels on because it says 250ml, and a lot of places they charge you based on the milliliters or the weight. So having that milliliter means that the cashier can just look at it and see that it's 250ml, and they charge me based on that, and they don't have to like guess how much is in there. So I left the back labels on, is my pro tip, and I just took the front ones off so it looks nice. But yeah, I use these. I have tried using various bars, and personally I kind of prefer these. I just prefer using a liquid product. I think I'm about to contradict myself, but yeah, and these are really affordable. It's like £3 or something to fill each of these, which is still somewhat expensive. Like, I know you can still go to Tesco's or Wilkinson's and get shampoo and conditioner for much cheaper than that, but for zero waste shampoo and conditioner, I thought that was a really great price. It's much cheaper than buying Lush stuff. When I was home for the summer, I bought shampoo and conditioner from Lush, because that's the only place in my hometown which is nowhere near as eco-friendly as Bristol is, where I can get stuff zero waste. So I was like, I'm going to treat myself to some Lush shampoo and conditioner, and it was much more expensive, much more. So I didn't think, I think it's like £3 I said for each of these, and I didn't think that was a bad price at all. So if you're really adamant on not having bars, if you just don't get along with bars, see if you can find somewhere near you where you can get refill shampoo and conditioner. As I said, this is Faith in Nature. I have a lot of faith in them. I really like Faith in Nature. They also smell fun. I think they use like really natural ingredients. It's all, they're doing good things, that brand. It's a good brand. So, I said I was going to contradict myself. Let me do that. This is, I think, the best shampoo bar I've ever used. I'm really liking this. I bought this from Foamie, which is a company, just to try out, because I thought it was something I could recommend to you guys on Instagram. So I bought this on the internet, but it came wrapped in completely plastic-free packaging. It was in a little cardboard box, and then they did put it inside a bigger box, which obviously is a bit wasteful, but if you were going to order more things from their company, they obviously put those inside one big shipping box. But yeah, this smells amazing, and it's really easy to use. I found the Lush one a little difficult to use. It was still perfectly usable, but this one is just so much easier to use. It has this little thing, which means I can hook it on the shower and then it dries out. Amazing. And it's like it's like curved, which means it's really nice to like rub on your head. And it originally had some like finger grips on the back, although they've worn out now. It smells nice. This is coconut. I would really recommend this shampoo bar. If you don't have access to anything else and you have to order from the internet, I would recommend this brand. I will say I try not to order things from the internet too much, because it does then come wrapped in packaging, like it'll come in a cardboard box, but sometimes that's your only choice, and I don't know, it's one of those things we have to start weighing up the pros and cons. But I try and buy things in person if it's a bit more straightforward. But if you don't have anything near you, would highly recommend this. This is the best shampoo bar I've ever tried, I think. And it was like £6 or £7. It wasn't too awful, and it's lasting me ages. So good, if you're after in the market for a good shampoo bar, Foamie, would highly recommend them. And I would also, I have not tried any of their other products, but I'm sure they're just as great. They do lots of other things as well. Okay, what's next? I feel like I've been hating on Lush too much. So let's talk about Lush. Lush are doing awesome things, and the main thing that I want to talk about with Lush is they are trying so hard to be plastic free. The only issue with Lush is the cost, basically, but Lush is in basically every high street, and they're doing loads of things to be plastic free. That's incredible. So either their products come naked, as they call them, which means that they're entirely packaging free, and they either give you like a little paper bag to put them in, or you can bring your own like Tupperware or like a little metal box, and they'll happily put it in there and give it to you entirely zero waste. Or they have these things called black pots, and these they collect, so you can take these back to the store. I think if you collect 5 of them, they give you a little you get a face mask. Yeah, bring back 5 Lush pots or tubes with this logo and get a free face mask. So that's why I still have this one, because if you collect them and get 5 of them, then you get a free face mask. And they take this little pot and they shred it and they remake it into more pots. Sadly, I think because of like health and safety and stuff, they don't just power wash them and reuse them. I'm not quite sure why, but the materials go straight back into new pots, which is just wonderful. So like Lush, my only criticism is that it's expensive, but they are doing amazing things and they're really accessible. They're in basically every high street in the UK. So yeah, I'm really not trying to hate on Lush. They're just expensive, and as a student, but maybe when I'm older and I have more money. But yeah, this is Herbalism, which is a face wash, which is what I was using as a face wash. Let's talk about that. I really found a face wash difficult to find, and this is, I think, the best one that I found so far. It's like a green paste and you like scrub it onto your face, and I really loved it, and I would use it in the shower to wash my face every day. I have like combination skin, and I found this really useful. And it was for a while the best thing I found. I think this is the second one I've purchased. I do really like it. It is kind of expensive, but it lasts me ages. It lasts me months. At the moment I am using a charcoal face soap, which I got from the Body Shop. It came in plastic. Someone else bought it for me, and it came wrapped in like a little thing of plastic. But it's a bar of soap, and it's a kind of similar size to these ones. And it's lasted me ages. I've been using it for like 3 or 4 months now, and I use it every single day, and it's still half, maybe at least half the size of the original bar, which is insane. So I would highly recommend that. Like, it did come wrapped in plastic, so it's not zero plastic, but given it's lasted me 3 or 4 months and it was just a bar of soap that was wrapped in some plastic. Okay, the last thing I have that's kind of like skincare-y that I want to talk about is a company called Beauty Kitchen. So I have found that skincare is one of the hardest things to find. I have really struggled to find a face cream that's plastic free. So this time around, when my face cream ran out, I was like, Louise, you've run out of excuses. You have no excuse not to be using a plastic free face cream. You're gonna find one. And apparently the Instagram gods were listening, because I started getting ads for this company called Beauty Kitchen, and I was like, oh my god, they've given me what I need. Amazing. And what's really awesome about this company is that this jar is glass and then this lid is made from plastic, which would be a good thing on its own. But the thing that makes it magical and super awesome is that you can send this back to them and they will wash it out and reuse it. That's, if you've read my blog post on recycling, you'll know why reusing is so much better than recycling. And the fact that you can send this back to them and they reuse it, incredible. That excites me so much. So the only real downside to this is that it's a tiny bit spenny. This was £15, but on their website they seem to always have loads of great offers, or they had loads on that when I did it. So I ended up buying 2. So it was £30 so I could get free shipping. And I was having a look through the website and I was like, there's nothing else I want. I already have a good shampoo and conditioner that I use. I didn't really want to try theirs. So I just bought 2 face creams because I was like, this is what I'm going to need. And if this is the one company that can give me the face cream I need, why not order 2 in 1 to reduce the amount of shipping packaging? So this should keep me stocked for months, basically. So I bought 2, so it was free shipping, and that way it would keep me stocked for months. And then also, because I'd spent £30, I got some freebies. They sent me these things, so I didn't think I thought for £30 getting all of this was like a good deal. These are all really high quality. This feels so nice to use in the morning. Really good quality. They sent me a really radiant moisturizer, so I have plenty of moisturizer now. A facial oil and a face mask, like a little mini pot face mask. So yeah, they did come to £30, but I thought for all of that, it's so great quality. It's so much nicer also to be slowly investing in nicer quality things, and getting to use like these really luxurious products every day is so nice. So yeah, I would highly recommend those. They also do body lotion, also doing hand sanitizer. Where else have you seen plastic-free hand sanitizer? That's incredible. When you want to return their products to them, you can go on their website and print out a shipping label. You don't have to pay for the shipping. You can print out a shipping label. And then when they sent it to me in this box. And here was like the packaging. Now, I'm pretty sure this is someone else's cardboard box because it has a shipping label on it that they have just like put through a shredding machine and turned it into some protective packaging. Which I think means that, you know, when you send back your empty products in a cardboard box, they can shred it and turn it into protective packaging to help reduce waste. How awesome is that? And then it gets even better. I ordered these offline, but I found out they now stock them in Holland & Barrett, which is incredible. I don't think they did before. I don't think I'm going mad, because when I heard that, I was like, oh my god. And then I went into the Holland & Barrett near me to check, and they had a big display near the door. So I think they've only recently just started stocking them, but I will definitely be buying it from Holland & Barrett in the future. My advice is to buy things from your high street if you can, because firstly it helps companies like Holland & Barrett stay open, but it means that Beauty Kitchen can ship it to Holland & Barrett in a big box, which will be much less packaging in total. So I'll probably buy it from there, and you can return it to Holland & Barrett and they'll take it from you, so you don't even have to go to the hassle of like trying to ship it up and print a shipping label. And I'm so happy with this company. So happy that I found them. We'll definitely be buying stuff from them again. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna move on. So I wanted to quickly talk about Truthbrush, which is the brand that makes my toothbrush. I believe in this model, which is my second one, because you should replace your toothbrushes semi-often, I believe even the bristles are not made from plastic, they're made from something natural and compostable. But this is a really great toothbrush I found. I really like using it. But basically my advice would be just to go into your nearest like zero waste store, if you have one near you, and buy whichever one they've got, because you're just like cutting down on shipping costs and shipping packaging. So I wouldn't particularly recommend this one over other brands. If your local zero waste store has a different brand, I would highly recommend trying that one. But the reason I wanted to talk about this was because I quickly wanted to mention that one time I was traveling home and I got on the train, and I remember that I didn't have a toothbrush with me. And then I remembered that Wilkinson's were now stocking the Colgate bamboo one. I'd seen that in their bought, so there was a Wilkinson's near me. So I went in to have a look, and I managed to find the Colgate bamboo one that they do, which is like £2. And I was like, perfect, I'll buy that. And I've left it at home, so we shouldn't have this issue again. But that one, the bristles are just not very fun at all. So I wouldn't particularly recommend the Colgate one, even though that's really accessible. And like you can find it probably in your local Wilco. I just don't love it, but it will do. I'm hardly ever at home, so I just left it at home. So I have one at home as a backup one, but I tend to try and bring this with me because one is nicer. Next, I want to quickly talk about a company called Zao. Zao is a makeup company, and I heard about them when I started searching for plastic-free makeup and seeing if any exists. Basically, I think my verdict is that I'm going to try out some more Zao powder products, because their powder products are plastic free, but all of their liquid products come in recyclable plastic, which if you've read my blog post about recycling, you'll know is actually not that much better. So I have one product of theirs. I have their just face powder, because that's the thing I get through the quickest. So I ordered one of their face powders, and so far it's really great. It only lasts me like a couple of hours. Like I start getting shiny again after a couple of hours, but I've never found a face powder that doesn't do that. I don't know if I have particularly oily skin, or if face powder is just like not as good as it's cracked out to be. But yeah, I found this like really compares to all the powders I've tried before, and I'm really happy with it. So what you're meant to do is the first time you order a powder product from Zao, you're supposed to pay like £20, and you get it in a really nice bamboo case. And then the second time you buy it, you just order a refill, and they just send you the metal pan, and the metal pan's recyclable, and it comes in like a little cardboard sleeve. So completely plastic free, or recyclable, all great. But partly I was being a cheapskate, and partly I decided that I would rather you're supposed to get like a little circular bamboo case, or you can buy a little rectangular one that fits 2 powders. And I decided I would rather have that, and have one for like powder and blusher, and one for like bronzer and highlighter eventually, once I've got my dream makeup in years to come. So I decided to just order the powder, and I stuck it into my Rimmel Stay Matte thing with some blue tack. But yeah, I have a tiny bit of blusher left, and once that runs out, I think I'm gonna buy the blusher and the case to put 2 of them in, and then that will be really nice. So yeah, so I would highly recommend checking out Zao for powder makeup. And then we're almost there. There's one more brand I want to talk to you about, and that is Small. Hello, Editing Louise here. So initially when I filmed this video, I planned to just talk about plastic-free brands in general and just raise some awareness from some wonderful brands that are doing good things. And then once I was editing it, I realised that these are basically all skincare brands. So I'm going to label this video have skincare in the title. But I really want to talk about this brand anyway, because they're doing awesome things, so I thought I'd leave it in here. But I think I'm going to try and make a video at some point talking about household brands that are doing things plastic-free. So I'll probably talk about them again then. So yes, I realise this isn't skincare, but I thought I would just leave it in here anyway. This, again, was where the Instagram gods were getting to me. The Instagram ads, man, they've started getting to me. I think the thing is, because I follow lots of sustainability stuff online, my ads are not like pointless shit. It's always like sustainable stuff. So, this company's Small. They make laundry pods. Laundry pods? That's what we're going to call them, laundry pods. Because, basically, I grew up using like Ariel laundry pods. That's what we use at home. They're like gel capsule things. And I never knew any different. And when I came to uni, you know how you just do stuff the way your parents did it? So I started using laundry pods. And I know I could use powder, but here's the thing. I've tried using powder once or twice. Like I've borrowed other people's once or twice, and I just don't like it as much. I don't feel like my clothes come out as clean. So I was thinking about giving up and using laundry powder, because the main issue, I'll show you, is not the laundry pods themselves, it's that they always come in these ridiculous plastic pots. I'm currently using this one just for some storage, but they come in these like really sturdy plastic containers, and these must take so much energy to make. It makes me sad to think about it. Yeah, that's the problem, not the plastic that it is wrapped in, because that gets dissolved in the water. The issue is the big cardboard, the big plastic thing that it comes in. And then the Instagram gods were like, we have a solution for you, and it's this company called Small. And as you can see, this is like, the reason they're called Small is because look at this. The whole marketing point is that this can fit through your letterbox. So this is their sample pack, which was £1 for 12 capsules, and this is their regular pack, which is £4.50 for 24 capsules, which is, I know everyone's going to tell me that you can buy off-brand capsules for cheaper, but think about the planet, people. We can afford to spend like £1 or £2 extra on laundry tablets. How often do you buy laundry tablets? You buy them like once every 3 or 4 months. You can afford to spend like an extra £1 or £2. I would say it's probably like the same price as buying Persil or Ariel. Like, it's the same price as like on brands. So yeah, and basically, I'll show you. It's got this little child lock feature, which is quite cool. You open this, and then you have to like squeeze in at the sides, and then you push, and it pops out. And then in here, you lift this up, which is just some fun packaging, really. I did GCSE graphics, which was basically just GCSE packaging. Some fun packaging. And they're these little laundry capsules. And you just shove this in your washing machine and you're good to go. And I've tried it like 4 or 5 times now, and I've had no problems with it. I am sold. And you also, on their website, you can tell them how often you want it to deliver. It asks you like, how often do you do washing? How many capsules do you use each time? And it like works out how often to send it to you. And so they're just going to automatically send them to me when I'm about to run out. But you can change it last minute if you need to. I am sold. This is the one where I'm like, people go buy this. I might try and persuade my parents to start buying this. I feel like this is one where I can probably convince my parents that this is what they need to buy. Yeah. So, I think that is it for my list of brands that are doing awesome things. And I really hope this helps you with 1 or 2 areas of your life where you found it really difficult to find swaps. These were some of the areas of my life, like makeup, face cream, laundry capsules. Those were really difficult things to find. But over the last year or so, I've managed to find them, and that's so exciting. And yeah, I just wanted this to be a really happy, positive video talking about some companies that are doing good things. Please go support these companies. They need all the love they can get. Thank you for watching. My name is Louise, and if you want to learn more about me, you can find me at Louisa's Life on Instagram and YouTube. See you soon.